Welcome back for another edition of Zac Wilson Presents Guitar.
Zac Wilson presents the Pentatonic Scale, Part 1.
In today's edition of Zac Wilson Presents, we'll be discussing the pentatonic scale, its form, how it moves, and how to approach it as both a major pentatonic and a minor pentatonic, keeping in mind that major sounds happy and minor sounds sad and bluesy. Now, there are 5 different patterns to play the pentatonic scale. Today we'll only be discussing one of them, the one that I always teach first. Here's how it goes. In the pentatonic scale pattern, you will always be playing your first finger wherever you begin. Each string within the same fret will get played by the first finger. Every string will have 2 notes on it, so all you have to remember is, what's the other finger? The pattern is pinky, ring, 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 pinky, pinky. Again, that was index pinky, index ring, index ring, index ring, index pinky, index pinky. Now that we know the basic form of this scale, it sounds something like this. And I can play this anywhere on the neck of the guitar. Wherever I begin, the first finger, if I was at the first fret, it's followed by the pinky wherever the pinky would naturally land. Because there are 4 fingers, the pinky would land with 2 empty frets in between. On the ring string, because there is 1 finger between, there would be 1 empty fret. So it would sound like this down here. Well, we can play this where we begin anywhere, it doesn't matter. Why don't you go ahead and pause the video and give it a try yourself. Just pick any fret you want. Remember that you will always use your first finger, and you will follow it with pinky, ring, 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 pinky, pinky. Go ahead, I'll wait. Glad you're back. Well, the question is, how do we use this as major or minor? It depends on where you play your root notes. That is the beginning note of your scale, the foundation note that all other sounds will be compared to. If we use our root note in a minor sense, which is most common with blues, your root notes would be as follows. In the bass, we would use our very first index finger note, its mirror note all the way down here in the same fret with the first finger, as they are the same sound. They're 2 octaves apart, though. The sound that's 1 octave in between is 2 frets and 2 strings away with that ring finger. Listen carefully, you'll hear the same sounds. Those are all the same note, just in a different pitch. Now, that would be the root. So as long as you play from one to the other, this should sound sad. Let's take a listen. From playing from one root to itself an octave higher and back and forth, we can hear the emotional response of the music. That's how we would approach this pattern in a minor sense. In a major sense, the roots are different. Instead of rooting off of the index finger note, we would root off the pinky finger note on the bass string. So this note, its octave is on the G string index finger, and then its mirror image on the high E. These sound a little like this. So if we play these to and from using them as our root, all of the same notes will be compared against them and give us a happier response. Check it out. Notice how that sounded a lot happier than the previous example. That's because by changing roots, it changes the interval or distance between the notes of the notes being used and creates a happy emotion. So that's how we can do the minor pentatonic, being sad, or we could do the major pentatonic, sounding a little happier. The last thing we need to know about the pentatonic scale is it's a movable form. We can use it for every key of music, all 12 major keys and all 12 minor keys. All we need to know is our musical alphabet:
A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and A.
And the name of the string that our root falls on. Simply put the root on the name of the musical key you want to play in and you have success. We'll use A as a good example for this. To play A minor, we'd simply go to the big E string, which starts on an E note. So E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp. A, we discover, is at the 5th fret. If we begin on that A with our minor root finger, we would have an A minor pentatonic. But if instead we shift that A note to our pinky finger, now we would have the A major, and it should sound a little happier. We can simply move it up and down the neck of the guitar to the proper root, and it sounds great. Well, until next time, keep rocking.
Please take a moment to press the like button, leave a comment, and share this video with a friend.